Right, we're back here at HR Week 2023. We move on to our next session now. Again, remember, HR Week is 5 years old. Would you believe? 5 glorious years, getting bigger, getting better every single year online. And with us for these last 5 years, naturally, we have our supporters and we have our sponsors. And certainly this would not be possible as good as it is without our sponsors for HR Week. So NIS, biggest company certainly in the region, really almost like a benchmark in terms of what they do. People, within the industry, certainly in the region, are looking at what they do, the decisions they make to help others make the right decisions as well. So our next session is in fact, we have the HR director from NIS joining us. And this is all about embracing tomorrow. So I can't think of anyone better to share a session with us than the HR director of NIS, Alisa Evsina. Alisa, are you there? Come on in.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peter. Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you.
Sorry?
Lovely to see you. There we are. I have to say, again, always from NIS, the images we see, not just you, a beautiful image naturally, but also the decor. That's in one of your offices? That's your office here in Belgrade, right?
It's in my dreams.
I see.
I'm Alice in Wonderland, so I have to show the Wonderland.
Your dreams with that beautiful yellow couch looks delightful. Anyway, listen, I'm going to let you now go, and I'll join you towards the end of this session in your dreams, taking us in our dreams.
I will try to do my best.
Okay.
Today, I would like to share my thoughts and my reflections on how me personally, as a HR director, and my team, who is working for one of the biggest companies in Serbia, see our future and how we plan, and what actually not in details, but in which directions do we plan to move in the future. So if you say, how do you imagine the future? Try now to close your eyes and imagine just a picture. How will it look like in your head? Is it like that? Or like that? When I was searching in the internet to get an ideas of my picture of the future, I found very nice pictures of Murakami, and actually I said, yes, this is my picture of the future. Bright, good emotions, something unknown, something strange. Sometimes that was frightening, but very colorful. So that's my picture of the future. And if we say, okay, this is the far, far away, but if we come to the nearest future, how do we imagine it? Is it like that in HR? I guess it's not like this, because unfortunately, this is our present. And I feel I have a lot of smiles on the faces of HR who face this situation. Why are we in this situation? The economical, environmental, political situation in the world brought us to the situation when we have to think what to do next. And I reflected how we can describe it. And again, I have to reference my favorite fairy tale. My dear, here we must run as fast as we can, just to stay in one place. And if you wish to go anywhere, you must run twice as fast as that. And that's our reality. We have to run, and to run very quickly to help our employees, our leaders, our company to adjust to the current times. They all say it's because of COVID. I don't think like that. I think anyhow we would come to the same situation. Maybe a bit later, the COVID just like made it faster, but still anyhow we would face this situation. And to understand what to do, we all try to analyze and to predict the future. And we look to different surveys. There are a huge number of surveys provided by our dear consultant companies, Bain, McKinsey, Bersin, Gartner. So I used for my presentation, just to give the brief idea, I used here Gartner, 6 ways for the change in the next 10 years. Middle management will have different responsibilities. Environment changes, we have new requirements for the manager. Managers start to have a bigger span of control, and they have to adjust themselves. A new era of opportunities of learning, when upskilling and digital dexterity will outweigh tenure and experience. What is happening? They say that with the internet, we start to lose our knowledge each 2 years around 50%. So we have to be in the constant upskilling learning mode. So long life learning will have to be our new now. And here is us, HR, who have to help to understand employees that is the reality, and also to provide them the opportunities to learn. And if we look to the Global Economical Forum survey, they say that the core skills of the future will be cognitive skills, creativity, critical thinking, agility. So we help our employees to accept these skills and to develop them. Employee data collection will expand, a new era of working. Now already a lot of companies, they collect information on employees' performance, they trace the well-being of the employees, how much they work, how do they have enough time to rest, and they try to predict burnout. They try to see the employees who are ready to leave the company to prevent that. And more data will be in serve of HR to predict and try to avoid some not very good situations. Smart machines will be our colleagues. So now we're adjusting the technology to us. Soon we will have to adjust ourselves to technology. And we will have our doppelgangers, virtuals, we'll have our virtual assistants. The technology will help us to be more efficient because we start to live in a more, I would say, speedy environment, and we need the help. We can't cope with that. So I hope the technology will help us to be more efficient and not to have so much stress and to be still efficient. We will work for purpose and passion and not just for money. So the new era of motivation, I don't say we don't have to pay or not to have properly to our employees. The Maslow pyramid, it's still here, but when we cover properly the basic levels, so we have to give our employees, we have to match their value of providing something socially considerable, not when they will be on the pension, but immediately when they come to work and during their lifelong in the organization. Remote work-life balance will reveal challenges. We start to work more and more from home. We start to run for upskilling ourselves, and that might bring to the situation when employees being at home, they feel lonely, they are desocialized, and here our HR goal to try to skip this moment and to involve the employees as much as possible to live the social life. So briefly, those are the trends of the future provided by the consultants. As a corporate person, I felt obliged to put at least several slides in the corporate format. So if we look to the evolution of human capital in business in recent times, the different types of leadership and the goals of the business were requiring different leadership styles. When the leadership expert was administrating, then we started to see that we need effective decision making that was looking more for the performance from our employees. Then we start to feel the need to have the engaging leader who will be more people-centric. And now we're in the era when actually we are looking for the inspiring leader with a people, human-centric focus. And the human is studied and is participating on all levels, and a lot of numerous sciences are learning the human in different circumstances, starting from the global, worldwide sphere, coming to human itself. So economy, philosophy, politics, coming to spiritual sciences, mindfulness, etc. And everything is to help the human stay human, and then to see how we can adjust to the future. There are different theories that will help the human to reflect on ourselves and see how to help us and how we can help ourselves to stay human and to stay integrate and have life energy. So the previous speaker, Anya, she also spoke on that. So this is the balance model I provided as an example of the life energy by Nasrat Pesishkian, the professor. So he's saying that our life can be divided into 4 parts: physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. And only when we spend a balanced energy and attention to all of these parts, then we can feel good, and then we can feel integral, so that we can be happy and we can live the full life. It's easy to say, but it's difficult in these times to keep all these, our body, our private life with the working life, with our future goals, with our families, to combine everything and to spend equal time for all of that. But when we will achieve that, we can move forward and can be efficient in our life. And the key thing, then we can adapt to the situation. How can we adapt to the situation? By Paradox of Change by Arnold Weiss, he's saying, change occurs when you become who you are, not when you try to be what you are not. If you remember, we were saying before, we have talent, somebody have talent, someone no. Now in HR, we found out actually that everyone is a talent. We need just to help to discover this talent and to nurture that. And then we can adapt further to the situation. And the key for adaptation is the growth mindset. This term was introduced by the professor of psychology of Stanford University, Carol Dweck. And what is the difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset? Fixed mindset, and when we say, I'm like that, I was born like that, I can do what I can, I'm not running to become better, I see the feedback as criticism, and I look for the performance in comparisons with the others. While the growth mindset says that I can be a better version of myself, I can always compare with myself, and I can do my best, and I can always grow. I embrace the challenge, I never give up, and feedback, cool, that's something that helps me to become better. So, but the growth mindset is only possible when the organization supports this culture. And what is organization for the employees? Actually, the growth mindset also matters for organization because it helps. Like as a corporate people, we always have to provide some figures and say why we have to nurture this culture, why we have to go in this direction. So here are some figures. Actually, the employees with growth mindset, they are more efficient for the organization and they make the organization more successful. And human-centric, human-focused leaders help us to nurture this culture. Actually, still some managers say, you HR, please take care of my people. No, it's not like that. You are the leaders. You are HR managers. We're here consultants, someone who provides you the instruments, teach you, help you to be more efficient at your work as a leader of humans. So I guess we're not imagining human-centric leaders like that. So if we look to the human-focused leader versus the traditional leaders, so the Gartner provides us the brief overview. As they say, the traditional leader, he's focused on performance, personal growth, financial success, figures of the company, promotions, while the human-focused centric leader, he's more an inspiration, still providing the results for the company, sure, but this leader helps to discover this talent in the employees, in our human resources, and take proper care of them. So there are different models of leadership who is looking to the leaders from different sides. I used here the Coactive Institute of the Training leadership model. That is dividing the leadership. They say there are 5 sides of leadership: the front, behind, beside, field, and within the leader. And within purpose-led leader, we start with ourselves. So we focus on self-awareness and personal leadership. Then, if needed, we provide our employees with the visionary leadership. And we take charge and provide directions. We show them where to go. And when needed, the leader should be the servant. So they stay behind and help the employees, providing their support, empowering them. When it's needed, the leader beside is a collaborative, core leader who is trying to empower teamwork, collaboration. And sometimes we need to be the intuitive leader, the leader in the field, who has the vision of the future, who can have a bigger picture. So briefly, this is my vision of the future. So we need to be a balanced humans with a growth mindset that will be nurtured by human-centric leaders within our organization. And the HR here is to help and provide the opportunities for this model. When we go to botanical garden, we see a lot of nice flowers and plants. And if we think, they all require different conditions. Some of them need light, some of them need shadow, more water, less water. But if we treat them properly, then they will reward us with nice fruits and flowers. In the organizations, we need to treat our human resources the best way to provide what they need, and then our organizations will prosper. I think you also have the question why I have so many hearts in my presentation. Because I think HR is the heart of the organization. And if the heart works well, I think then there's a big chance that organization will be also healthy. Thanks a lot for your attention.
Love, fantastic. Listen, as you were talking all the way through there, we have got lots and lots of comments. We have just got a couple of minutes. If you're okay, we've got a couple of minutes just to go through a couple of questions. Is that good?
Yeah, sure.
Can we do that?
I like some time for questions.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at, again, look, there's a comment there. I wish this was a masterclass and agree about employee data. It's going to be much more collected than now in some companies. It is already like that. That's the first comment. But we've got a question here. Are there specific communication strategies that support growth mindset in companies? What would you say?
I think first organizations have to realize they need to change the culture that supports growth mindset, and then to adjust all the policies, not just communication. They should be starting from the values that support, like people have the right to make mistakes. They have to be innovative surroundings. So there's a lot coming with that. It's easy to say, I had 15 minutes, I can go deeper, but it's a huge, huge work to help the company to move to that stage. And it's not only to move in 1 year, there are years needed to change that. And communication, I think, if to be precise, I think the core communication for growth mindset, that everything is possible.
Lastly, a quick question now. For critical thinking, how do we strike a balance between traditional learning methods and fostering a more thinking-orientated approach with employees?
Again, here, the culture of the company who is supporting that, because critical thinking, I have the right to say what I think. I won't be blamed. I won't be fired. My leader listens to me. He is talking directly. He accepts, not only me as employee accept feedback, but the leader accept feedback. I'm open to say my ideas, to provide ideas to the company on all the levels. And also, probably, if we're going more far away, the organizational structures have to be adjusted also, because now we're going to more flat organizations that allow the project teams, that will allow people to do the projects they are not allowed to do in the fixed traditional structure.
Listen, that is where we're going to leave it there, only because of time, because again, this is the kind of session, as in many of the others as well, it could just the conversation just carry on and carry on, although we only have 15-20 minutes here at HR Week.